In some exemplary architectural perspectives, one can recognize the presence of a particular graphic scheme through which one can easily recreate the geometry of the architecture represented and the position of the observer. The drawing of a triangle inside a square can generate the image of a parallelepiped with a square section when it is observed by an eye placed at the height of the lower side of the square. If AB is the edge of the cube and the square of its front face coincides with the plan, a viewer placed at the distance which is equal to AB and at the height of the cube's base will be able to see the final line of the ceiling halfway through the square with a very wide opening of the cone of vision. By applying the same method, but with a distance equal to 1.5 times the side of the square, one can see that this scheme leads to better graphic and geometrical results for the perspective design. Hence, by varying the distance of the observer's eye by multiplying the side of the square, the position of the edges of the cube behind the picture varies, in the view in a mathematically determined method, verifiable with its easy proportions. The fresco of the Trinity has had to go through many troubles, as it was detached from its support and changed of place 3 times. It is difficult to understand if these events have had any influence on the measurements of the drawing on the sides. One can observe, however, that the perimeter of the picture, excluding the grey frame, is not exactly rectangular, but it widens upwards considerably. Following the method of the triangle and the square, one can draw the diagonals of the half square and identify the start of the background arches and the start of the coffered vault. This suggests that the sector of the vault is divided by a flat grid of 8x7 square mesh. Raising from the drawing the elements obtained by the previous method, one can project the 8x7 grid on the half cylinder of the vault through 7 vertical planes and 8 radial planes. By observing from a point of view equal to 1.5 times the side of the square that frames the complete picture, the perspective diagram appears to be congruent with satisfactory accuracy.